So part two, I got cut off there for a second. So sorry about that. I was talking about this board. So it can go either way. Like you can see, the two goes up this way or that way. So that I'm quite curious to find out when I do the gameplay what that will mean in the long run. There's several of these like smaller boards that are there for marking. There's the big one I showed you already, and then these are the smaller boards for marking stuff. So that's going to be quite interesting. And here are the standard cardboard markers for things. There's the eye, a looking glass, investigation, I guess, a swirl, the symbol of the Camarilla, and then the counterpart. Here are the clans in several types. So this is the normal markings. They look, if you look at them, they're actually quite thick. So they look quite sturdy. So that is really nice. I'm gonna, oh, and on the other side they turn into something else. So that is cool. Let's take one out. Have a look. Yeah, they're quite thick. They're quite sturdy. Yeah, so that's really nice. Put it back for now. And then here are some more, and I think it's all the same thickness, so it's safe to assume that yeah, that they will all be that sturdy. So that is really cool. This seems to be markers of maybe your resources, stuff like that. Well, we'll see. Like I said, gameplay will come in another video, so we'll have to wait up for that. A couple more markers. These are a bit bigger. Wow, they're really nice. Look at the artwork on them. Like this is Gangrel, for example. Like they're beautiful. Like the Toreador, the Ventru. Sorry, the Nosferatu, the Ventru. Nosferatu gods. What were they again? Oh, well, I don't know right now. Tremere. Anarch, so they're really nice. They're really pretty. And then more of these gems. I'm thinking that these might be the ones that we got to replace with these. Remember that at the beginning of the video, the coins? I think these are the ones we might be able to replace with these. So, and I also think that because we were Kickstarters, that these gems replace these. So like I said, normally they do it in cardboard, so they also did with this, but because we kickstarted, they upgraded our box with a couple of things, but they said they didn't take out the old stuff because that would just mean unboxing everything and taking it out, and like you saw, it was very tightly packed, so they didn't want to do that. So that makes all the sense in the world. So that is really nice. Yeah, so this is probably a big gem, right? And then a big marker. So this is for the normal game. If you buy it normally, this is what you get, and then if you are a Kickstarter, then you will see these things. So that's a really nice upgrade, especially these coins, which are like real metal. That feels really solid and cool. What else do we have in here? Well, there's a couple more marker boards. I'm not gonna dwell too long on them, except I just want to show the art. Like the fire, amazing. Then the beautiful pictures here. It is quite cool. Like they have a functional goal, I am sure, but just looking at them already makes you like feel in the atmosphere of the time. So that is really cool. Then we get this box, which has well, vampires all over it, I'm guessing. And let's see what is inside. And oh right, yeah, this is part of what I saw in one of the preview videos, which really excited me. So these are people that will come into the game. Duchess, Chancellor, General, Maid. Well, let's go in the middle. A criminal, an emissary, a traitor, a shieldman. But they're sleeved for you. So this is a sleeve, right? I can take them out, and I don't know what's on the other side. And that's part of the game. You're going to bet on people, and you don't really know what's going to happen. But then at a certain point, you get to flip them to see what happens after you like took a chance on one of these. And that can be better or worse depending on what's on the other side. And I'm not going to flip any one of them. I don't want to ruin any of the game, obviously. Not for you, not for me. But that is really cool. I like that a lot. I like that they pre-sleeved them. That's going to be a lot of manual labor, right? They actually had to manually put them in there. So that's pretty cool. And then here are more sleeves. I'm guessing the expansion that I showed you, there were like a lot of cards in there that maybe we have to sleeve those ourselves, or maybe they were already sleeved. I didn't notice them being sleeved, so I'm thinking they need to be sleeved. So this is a nice box of sleeves. Like you could use any type of card sleeve. I'm thinking this feels like the standard card sleeve size from my experience. And yeah, this feels like the total standard, but just with the back of the Vampire the Masquerade symbol, so that's really nice. So that is a big part of the game. So that's quite interesting. Let's put this back in here. Okay, so we're almost at the end of it. Oh yeah, these are the 2 cardboard things. And there's a little box in here, which is nice. I'm not sure if they were thinking about stacking it in the box, that this is a good way to do it, because these seem to be all single cards, so it's really nice if you can put them somewhere and keep them there, and it feels like it's that way. They put this in to make it packed more tight, and I am guessing that when you use the expansion, some of the cards will go here, and that's why they made it a little bit bigger so that everything fits. So they really had some foresight for the future. So that is really nice when they do that sort of thing. So let's see. Yeah, so warning, begin chronicle from opposite ends. So the first thing you see is this. So I'm not going to open this one because apparently it has gameplay information on how to play, and I don't want to open it too far or too little and reveal anything and spoil anyone's fun of the game. But this is the first card, and there will be a second card, and there will be instructions on that, or cards that you have to add to the deck and stuff like that. So that looks really cool. But like I said, I'm not going to open it because I don't want to spoil anyone's game. So I'm going to put that back. Put this one back as well. That does feel like then, because here are more clan ones, and this is a general one. So let's first take a look at this general one. It feels like these should be safe to open then, because they marked it quite well, what you can and cannot open. I think that if it does say that you can't open it, it'll like say on here. And yeah, like these seem to just be like cards you can play. I'm gonna see if I can open this one up safely without, damaging anything. Okay, give me a minute here. They're packed. Like, they are true to their style. Everything is packed quite tight, and well, the production value is quite high, right? So here are some, I think, general, because this is the general symbol. So these are some general actions you can probably take when you are playing this game. Here are some basic other things. Like I said, I don't know the rules of the game yet, so I can't tell you exactly how this will impact the game. I will most probably do a gameplay video when it actually when I've unpacked it and read the rules and I know everything about it. So I did the general one. Let's take a look at one of the clan ones, because I think that would be fun. Let's take the gangrel. Let's see what they do. And so it's quite interesting. So everything has been packed super tight, but then these boxes aren't. And I get the feeling that you're going to get these cards and maybe even the character cards, and you're going to put them in your clan, because maybe you've converted some of them to your clan, and then while you are playing the game, you don't have like, oh, this doesn't fit here. No, everything can stay together into your thing, because it's a legacy game, right? So you play it, but then you play it again, and then you play it again, and you keep playing with the same like state of the game. And the real nice thing about that they took this into account is that you can just easily continue with the state of the game. So like, it might look a bit weird that it was packed so tight and that this much of it was used by the cards here, but I think if you look at it, that makes it a lot of sense, and it makes it really cool. So this is Brunhilde, and she has a couple of abilities, and I think we saw resilience actually in the other one as well. So that probably tells you something about the cards that you can get and what you can play. And I don't want to ruin too much of the surprise, so I'm not going to open. Actually, yeah, I'm going to open this one. I'm curious. I am quite curious to see how that will stack up. And I have faith that they would have marked it that you can't open it, because they've done so quite well with all the other things, if it would ruin anything for anyone. So I'm just going to open this one. And of course, there's many more clans. I'm not going to open all of them. That seems a bit silly, over the top. So Brunhilde seems like your start as Gangrel, like your clan mistress starter. Oh, it's not an antediluvian, obviously, but yeah. And you see that there are some. This seems like a reminder card of what your asset effects could be. And then here are some. Oh yeah, right. So, like, maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't. But every clan has its powers. They're called disciplines. And the Gangrel have animalism, fortitude, and protein. So you see that they get a power based on each of those disciplines. So that's really nice. And then here we continue with something specifically gangrel that is not linked to a discipline. So it looks like you get like a starting set of what can you do, and then based on this you grab some stuff from this general box, and then we'll see what happens next, right? Like I said, I don't know the gameplay. That will be a different video. This is the unboxing. I don't know anything yet. Oh, almost put it in the general box. That would be bad. So we're putting it back in the gangrel box. And I am actually quite, like normally I would be critiquing the amount of space they're using here, but I am actually quite happy with it. I think that will make putting the game away again after doing a session for then you can pick it up the next session much easier. So I think that's a lot of foresight, and maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Like we'll see after the gameplay if that is true, but I am very excited about this. This looks really well done. Oh, this is another general box, it looks like. So let's take a look at that one last, and then I think I am done. Right, it looks like this has, you can see on this side of the box, you can see all the clan symbols again, right? So it looks like this has some of the general cards for every clan. Not sure why that's in a separate box. They could have maybe put it in the clan box, but that might show itself. They've done this so meticulously that I am feeling like it has a good reason that I just don't know yet. Maybe some of these cards go back in here and you don't want them in your general box because then you get confused, right? They really have taken care of that sort of stuff. And this looks a lot like what I showed you for the gangrel already, right? It seems like a Bruja power. It has a rules text, and then there's a little flavor text as well. You really fucked with the wrong Bruja, and then the name of a character, which hopefully is also in the game or might not be. My lore knowledge of Vampire the Masquerade is okay, but not excellent or nothing, so the name does not ring any bells for me, but that might just be me. I'm not going to open this one. It looks like it's going to be more of that, and we already saw how that looks with the gangrel one when I opened their specific box, so that looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. Look at the mess. It's a lot of stuff, right? It's not just a little box. Like I said, if you compare it to any normal board game, this is a lot. And I'm very excited to see how that will play out. There's not actually like a big board that you can play. There's several smaller boards, but that feels so vampire-y because in Vampire it's always not about one goal, it's about all those goals and how can you manage your desires between them. You always have to give something up to get something. It's political, there's intrigue and stuff like that, and it feels like they really made like an effort to do that. Like this looks like a money sort of thing, this looks like a location sort of thing, this looks like an investigation / occult sort of thing. Here is location, but then on a grander scale. Like this is more about real estate, maybe this is more about location on the global map and your influence there, and this looks more about people, and then this looks more like a general marker for your points and stuff like that. So it looks really nice. I think showing this mess is a good indication of how it's going to be. I look forward to making the gameplay video, and hopefully you'll tune in then as well. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I know I did. I'm very excited for it, and see you next time.